I've been out here for 3.5 hours working on stuff, and we actually have some progress. Let me flip you guys around. Look at that. The upper shelf is in, already loaded down, and yeah, for now we've put in a temporary. It's just sitting on that generator and the generator that's hidden behind here. This generator's shorter, so it doesn't really do anything. Just a temporary shelf in so I can put these motors, these three, up out of the way. Also my pig mats. These are just over here because I was using them. Kind of got some of my paints stacked up there. All my equipment paints are up there. Oil up there behind the yellow oil jug is coolant, all those things. And then I got various of the tools and supplies that I've shown you guys over the last. Sorry if you guys can hear the phone going off. It's announcing this video, or this live rather. But yeah, all the tools and everything that you guys have seen over the last few weeks. But most importantly, we can walk from the front to the back. Second, most importantly, I have that door wide open. It is 52 degrees outside, and I am sweating. The old wood stove here is doing her job. I have the door open for the moment so you guys can get a nice look in there at that beautiful fire. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah, those will be the last two pieces of wood for today because I will be done after, as I almost dropped you guys. After I'm done with this live stream and finish putting the last few things out here away, which are pieces of wood, a hammer, some screws, the speed square, safety squints, pair of gloves that actually came with something that I bought. They were freebies that I just took out of a box. This actually, hey, thanks guys for reminding me. This is, here we go, focus, Tap Magic. It's a tap cutting fluid. And looky right here, tap and die sets, metric and imperial. That goes right up there with those. Yeah. So, the bad news, the reason that's a temporary shelf. That is a temporary shelf because that board, while being the correct thickness and just a little too wide in depth, is not wide enough the long way. It needs to be 95 inches, which is 1 inch short of the standard 8 feet. And oh no, somebody cut it. So, yeah, I don't remember what that was used for. Not even been mine originally. Some of this lumber, especially this chipboard, I got for free from someone else that tore something of their grandfather's down after he had passed away. So, yeah, we are making a lot of progress. I'm quite happy with it. The next time I come out here, which will be not next weekend if I have my way, because next weekend I want to be driving truck, but the weekend after that, I'm hoping we can finish everything up. Let me show you guys the one other thing with the shelves before I forget again. So I was going to put it along the bottom of this slope in front of the window, which lines up with this on the concrete below this. However, after doing some measurements, that will not give me enough height for the tallest of things that I need to have on the bottom shelf. So what we're going to do instead is block just the bottom of the window here, and we're going to go right above this light switch, which lines up with that bit of wood sticking out there, which gives me something to screw into at least. And there is wood over here as well. That's going to have to be a 2x4 instead of a 2x2 like my other supports are. Also, I didn't have to put any cross bracing in here, and this held my entire 258 pounds. Probably a little more than that at the moment, because yeah, I just feel like I'm a little heavier than that. But yeah, so I'll have to do the same thing as I did with this one, putting in that notch There's a notch there for the wires. And I'll just notch it around. I'll screw that there. I'll put the long one across, and I'll get the other one on the other side. Yeah, they're right there, all ready to go. The tall one there is going to go across, and I'll be able to put my middle shelf in. When I do that, the oil and stuff is going to move down to that middle shelf at that end, I think. Just because they're really too tall. See, they're past the rafter there, and when I put my rough material on, my ceiling material, that won't be able to be up there. So, as mentioned before, the stereo system is going to go up there right by the outlet. Yeah, I'm pretty happy overall. Those two motors, that one and that one, not that one, were the ones that were down here, which were kicking these out and making it harder to walk through. There is still one more motor down there. It's all good. Chainsaw boxes. Those need to be put away too, unfortunately, because I don't have that middle shelf in yet. They will also be on that middle shelf, so they can't be put away yet, but I'm getting pretty anxious for that because I've got that one there with the John Deere chainsaw in it, and got that one there, and then the loose cheapo chainsaw. I only paid 25 bucks for that, guys. I mean, come on. I paid 50 bucks for two of them, one of which I gave to, well, I gave away. I'll leave it at that. So I'd like to get those so I don't have to keep taking them out. I still haven't decided where we're putting this. We'll figure that out when we can. That motor is going to JT's Barn and Grill. That is a Tecumseh 7-horse, which is what should be in his Massey Ferguson 7 garden tractor. And that one supports both pull start and electric start. I don't know if it's the exact version, because there were a couple of different versions of the Tecumseh 7-horse over the years, but they're all pretty close to the same. So yeah, I'm gonna give that to him whenever I get a chance to get over there and he's got time, because it's harvest for him right now, so he's busy. If you guys haven't watched his channel, I strongly suggest you do so. He's a great guy and does a lot of really fun stuff, from farming to restoring old equipment. So yeah, give him a watch, guys. I'm glad I found his channel, being that he's a fellow Michigander and all that. Yeah, obviously the workbench is still a disaster, but we're getting close to where that won't be the case anymore. Once that middle shelf is in, a lot of this can go and be more neatly organized. And I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Since this was impromptu and nobody's really here, I understand, guys. I wanted to schedule it, but I forgot to do so. And I also wasn't sure exactly when I would be done. But yeah. Never throw away your scrap lumber. Pro tip of the day: never throw away your scrap lumber. I got a pile of short scraps there from making that shelf. But you can always, in fact, I'll show you before I go. You can always make use of a scrap. So that is only in that corner. None of the other three corners have it. The reason that corner does is because one of the boards was slightly warped, and I needed to get some additional bracing in there to pull it together properly. And so that's what I used that for. So, you know, it gets used. All these 2x2s, at least the short ones, are all made from scrap materials. Nothing wasted. And if nothing else, if you can't ever find a use for it, or it's damaged, like this piece, you can't see it, but that's got a nice crack, a nice split in it. No, it was this piece, maybe. One of these. Oh yeah, it was this one. There you go. It's got a nice split in it, and it does go all the way back. So this is pretty much useless for a lot of things. But if nothing else, I can always burn it, right? Oh, I got plenty of firewood, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. And on that note, guys, from the shed, this is Heavy Metal Gaming. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next one.